Baddies, what is up, y'all? Christian here with a quick announcement. This Saturday, September 23rd, your boys are hosting Kaleidoscope, a mini music festival featuring some of your favorite local Bay Area artists. There's going to be DJs there. There's going to be a bunch of food trucks and art vendors, and it's going to be a good time. And guess what? If you're balling on a budget, we do got a promo code. So hit our link in the description for this episode and use ICBTB at checkout for 33% off your ticket. But tickets are limited, so be sure to be fast with that thing. And we'll see you there. Take it easy. Do you remember when you were hanging out, Melissa bought an entire bucket of red vines and she got upset because you just, for some reason, opened the red vines and touched every single red vine. You touched every red vine. And she said, I'm not eating that anymore. And you got offended. You said, what? My hands are clean. Also, this was like in mine and Melissa's first year of dating or something like this. And then you did this other thing where you came over to my parents' house years ago. Melissa had a donut in her hand. And she said, hi, do you want some donuts? And you took the donut from her hand and you ate all of it. And you are not saying anything because this is on brand.
I don't recall.
Shut the fuck up.
I don't recall. The red vine thing seems vaguely familiar. I don't know if I touched them all. But the donut thing.
I don't know if I touched them all. I've gotten damn close. I got, like, if 75%
there's over
seems
100
realistic.
red vines in a bucket. There's no way I touched them all.
It can't be that bad, oh, 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 it can't be that bad. Do you think if you had done the 4-year college, you think you would have done the frat type of lifestyle?
No.
How about like you 10 years ago? Not your mindset right now, but when you were in the middle of your party phase. It would have been the same?
I mean, I probably still would have gone to the parties, but I don't think I was going to pledge a frat and let people pee in my mouth and shit like that.
Is that what it was that would stop you, is the hazing aspect?
I'd like to do the hazing. That always seems fun.
Hey, you did the hazing.
Doesn't that seem like, but when you watch this stuff, you're like, yeah, I want to be the guy who's like paddling kids.
You did the hazing without the organization.
Without the group. But see, the organization is half the fun. I think it's like, we cover these kids in cream cheese every year. That's what we do.
And it's initiation.
Yeah, and then in 3 years we go and get jobs in the White House.
And it's kind of nuts how that works. It's a frat.
That's exactly how it is,
for
dude.
philanthropy.
Philanthropic reasons.
Philanthropic reasons. Thank you. And then at night they just ruin freshmen''s lives.
I mean, who else? What else do they do? Right? I mean, it's all this idea of like, well, I've seen you like put your penis in Bill's mouth, and so you can't tell anybody that I.
What's your
slept
idea
with your wife.
of college hazing? What's your idea? What do you think happened? I mean, for someone that
all I
went
know is from the news.
Is there any truth behind that? There are actual frats.
The hazing, like all the hazing shit, that all the bad stuff that's coming out, it's always like, yeah, they made me drink a cup of piss, and it's like, but why? Why would you do? Like, my question is always why. Like, I don't how starved of friendship are you? Where you're just like, I'm
why did you agree to do it?
Yeah.
To a certain degree, I understand it, but once it kind of is bad or threatening to my health, like my physical health, it's all bad for anyone's mental health. For sure.
Well, then that's mental health is physical health, bro.
Oh, you're right. I shouldn't, But when you drink pee, you're drinking someone's waste, and if I'm gonna get sick from it,
so would you be like, we're all getting our lips pierced? For like in this frat, we all have a lip piercing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or in this frat, we all like shave this side of our head, and that's part of the initiation.
Both are understandable.
And those are kind of cool too, because then like you look back at your pictures from 10 years ago, and you're like, yeah, that's right, I had a mohawk because we were the Mohawk clan. That's also like seems like a Ninja Turtle bad guy group.
The Mohawk
like
clan?
the Foot Clan, and it's like we're the Mohawk clan.
Yeah, that would make sense. I wouldn't be surprised.
So
if that
I would join the Foot Clan. But I wouldn't want to join like Alpha Zeta Omega Pi.
Question for you. Frat initiation or gang initiation?
The
What would you
difference is
rather
the
go
color
through?
of the skin of the people doing it.
I don't think so because I don't see color. No.
I think how deep was that?
Well,
How deep was that?
Don't pat yourself
How
on
deep
the
was that?
back when you can't do that. Well, what I was getting at was like the actual type of initiation. In frats,
sure.
it's something like, run across town naked. And
yeah,
then in
yeah.
gangs, it's, hey, we all have to jump you before you can join. And I think
in some
that's
gangs,
really
yeah.
fucked up.
Or it's like you got to go kill someone.
Yeah, that's fucked up. Hey, you gotta go deep
Yeah.
into the fucking neighborhood and do it.
What was it in Social Network when they made Andrew Garfield have a chicken? He had to carry a chicken around for like a week.
See, that's not bad. It's kind of fucked up, but it's not.
I think in the real life, then at the end of the week, you have to kill the chicken.
See, that's the part that I could not want to do. You would build a bond with that chicken, right?
That's the whole point.
Oh,
Everything is
that's
temporary.
So messed up. That's so messed up, dude.
I mean,
Would you do it? Would you do that?
the chicken exercise?
You would walk around with a chicken.
I don't know, man. I mean,
And would you give the chicken a name?
What's the payoff, right? I mean, if the fraternity, if I'm at Yale or Brown, and I am, at the top of the school, and this fraternity is with the best kids in the class, and all this is gonna put right. I assume put me in that sphere of influence.
Because it's all networking, I guess.
Fuck a chicken, man.
And you gotta man, dude. I think
Millions of chickens die a second, every second. Right now,
I understand.
A million chickens die. Right now,
I
a million chickens die.
understand the
Right
truth.
Now, a million chickens die.
I understand the truth that
So I'll do it myself.
I could not do it myself.
Could I then eat the chicken? I wouldn't want to waste it. I wouldn't want to waste the meat.
Wait, do you get to choose how you dispose of the chicken?
Well, I mean, I'm not going to dump it in the garbage disposal.
I mean, no. Like how would you? No, how dispose
grab
of?
it
as in life. And its life.
The way that my grandma and grandparents would do it in Mexico. You grab it by the head and you shake it around.
Shake it around?
Snap its neck. It's instant death. It doesn't feel anything.
Is that humane?
It's instant death. I mean, it's better than what? Stomping on it?
Do people stomp on chickens?
I'm
like
just
that?
asking, that seems like far more inhumane.
So from what I am aware of with
Or
like
you could
cows,
just chop it off.
there's the little
The bolt?
that just goes straight into their frontal lobe and kills them instantly. Do they have something like that for a chicken? Because I feel like snapping its neck and then feeling the snap in the palm of my hands is something that would prevent sleep. For all I am that type of guy that in the wilderness and I'm starving.
You'd be screwed.
It's me and I see
And a squirrel.
bunny.
Yeah. Oh.
I see a bunny or a squirrel.
You're like, you can have some of my food.
If anything, I would rather die and provide them my body
eat.
for food.
The rabbit's like, fuck this guy. I think is this weird? I'm not so concerned about the killing of the chicken. I think plucking all the feathers off would bug me a lot.
For afterwards?
Well, yeah, because you have to pluck you can't cook the feathers.
No, off of a dead body.
Yeah, of course. I think that, I don't know, for some reason that bugs me a little bit more.
No, I'm fine with doing that.
Really? That
Yeah.
seems more because and again, like to the rabbit thing.
Yeah.
Again, I don't know if I'd have it. I might be able to hit the rabbit with a slingshot or a bow and arrow, but then I'd have to skin the rabbit before I could cook it. That part would be hard for me.
That part is also difficult,
Right?
but once it's
That part
dead,
would be really tough
I think
for
it's
me.
okay. I don't want to be the person to remove the life from the body. Once the life is gone, once it's just a lifeless corpse, then
Sure.
okay, I can figure it out.
Play with it, do whatever, dance with the dead corpse.
I'm not gonna do no Dahmer
put the
shit.
skin on the head and stuff.
I was listening to this podcast with Theo Vaughn, and he was interviewing a coroner. And
Corn. Okay.
he was talking about how...
Is that a man who grows corn?
Yeah, man. No, it's just a guy who sits in the corner and wears a dunce cap.
He's not a baby, right?
No, not at all. He's a full-grown 60-year-old man. No, he was talking about how if you are someone that lives with a cat, per se, and it's just you and the cat, and you happen to die of natural causes in your home
Yeah, the cat will eat you.
within less than 24 hours,
The
within
cat
just
will-
a few hours.
The cat will eat you even if it has a full bowl of food.
That's insane. I thought it was because it wants to play with you. But it will eat you once it finds out, oh, you're just a lifeless corpse, so
Yeah.
you're just a toy.
Well, because cats don't want to be our pets.
Cats
They
don't
just
care.
chose to be around us.
We're convenient.
Yeah,
Is that
unlike
we're providers of food.
we
Right?
happen to have food that they like. Whereas dogs, we are like they have to depend on us.
Yeah.
For the most part, dogs are kind of like I'm kind of fucked without people,
Yeah.
But cats are like, I guess I'll hang out with you.
I mean, but with dogs, so this corner was saying that the dog, if you were to be a person that died of natural causes in your home and you lived with the dog would wait about a week like at least a few
That's
days
kind.
before it realizes, oh, you're just a lifeless corpse. And also it's not going to eat you out of play. It's going to eat you when it runs out of its own food, can't find other food, and it needs to eat you out of necessity. However, this coroner did say out of all the cases where stuff like this had happened,
If
Labradors,
you have a baby, they eat you immediately.
babies are savages.
They'll
man.
kill you in the first hour. They'll eat you.
They remove their little mittens that prevent them from scratching themselves, and they start scratching.
That's why they have those mittens.
Yeah, they're concealing their weapons.
Wolverine.
But Labradors,
Go first.
no, Labradors won't. For some reason, this coroner has never seen a Labrador actually eat its owner.
Oh, Labradors are the smoothest brained of the dogs. They have like.
You don't think it's because they can't? You're saying it's because they can't figure it out. Like I can eat you.
I just have never seen a Labrador. I mean, now I'm not trying to take anything away from dogs. I love dogs. Relax, dog people.
You're a dog person.
I am, and I know labs are good at like in search and rescues and stuff like that. But I think it's because they think it's a game. Like I don't think a Labrador has ever had like a serious thought. Like I don't think they're bringing labs into war.
No, definitely not.
You know what I mean?
Chihuahuas, though, supposedly are the ones that wait
The least
the
amount
least
of time.
amount of time to eat their owners.
They're the closest to cats of dogs, in my opinion.
Why is
They have
that?
the most cat-like brain.
They
in
don't
my
give
opinion.
a fuck because scrolling on Instagram, scrolling on TikTok, you're gonna see the most vicious,
Yeah.
yappy
I blocked
dogs
chihuahuas.
are chihuahuas.
I blocked the word chihuahua on my Instagram feed because I love dogs.
Yeah.
But I don't want to see the chihuahua videos.
You could block specific words on here.
Oh yeah, it's great.
Really? Whoa! So specifically, chihuahuas never pop
Like
up
I just
on
don't
yours?
want to see anything with the hashtag chihuahua where they say I don't want to see anything with the name chihuahua in the account. Because every time I see a chihuahua video, it's always like a big fat fucking bitch just being a fucking menace to society.
Yeah.
And she goes up to her chihuahua and she's like, oh, and she gets all close and the dog's like, ah, and like the dog's trying to kill her. And it's like, that's not cute.
There are funny videos where, some owners are in selfie mode right next to their chihuahua and they're like, see what happens when I try to pet my chihuahua. And you already see its snarl.
That's bad. The
horrible.
dog is so aggressive.
Well, it's the Napoleon syndrome. I'm assuming that they have,
I guess.
right?
I mean, because big dogs I've never been scared of a Great Dane.
No.
Because they're always just like, I guess I'll sit on you now.
I'm just going to relax.
Yeah. Although maybe they don't talk like that. Maybe they talk like this. They have very nice voices.
Do you
though.
ever think about what your animal's voices
Oh
sound
yeah,
like?
I do voices for Maddie all the time.
What's Maddie's voice sound like?
Well, what is Maddie's voice? I guess it depends on what she's doing. If she's doing something stupid, her voice is like it's a drowsy little.
Okay, but when she's when she's hyped up, when she gets real hyper and she has the zoomies.
She has the hi.
Oh, it zooms
I'm
up.
Maddie.
Interesting.
Little Maddie.
Yeah.
I'm sure you do voices for your pugs, but they're like smoker voices, like hey.
No, this is what I think. This is what I think Melissa's pugs sound like. Hey, can we go play? Let's go play. And this
Like,
Teddy specifically.
A small alien from Men in Black.
Yeah, kind of. Teddy's yeah, I'm gonna play. I'm gonna step on your throat. I have no spatial awareness. But
It's the kid in the 3rd grade with the really thick glasses and like the thing behind it to keep him on his face. He's got a big mouth. He's probably got like braces. and shit.
with a rolly backpack for sure.
If you were gonna reboot a cartoon from our past to make it a live action show.
Dexter's Lab.
Ooh.
Well, I'm just curious about Dexter's Laboratory
Great way to
because
say it.
Dexter had like a German accent or something, a European accent of some sort.
Yeah.
Looked nothing like his parents. Never grew.
He has the same haircut as his mom.
Oh, I guess he does. But why does he have that accent?
Why does Stewie have an accent?
Shit, you're right.
Yeah, geniuses aren't from America.
Have people ever questioned this?
So what I find about cartoons is even cartoons that I don't know so much anymore about kids' cartoons now because they seem very like of the moment and very disposable.
Yeah.
But cartoons when we were like growing up, even like the first SpongeBob couple episodes, Dexter's Lab, and Ed, Edd n Eddy would make references to like 1920s movies and shit, or like Looney Tunes references and stuff, and like because Looney Tunes would reference like operas and stuff. Like cartoons always reference things that are super old, and we just don't even question it because that's what we've been told, right? Like when we think of a cartoon gangster, right? He's got the big chin and and like that's all like James Cagney from like the the 1920s, and it's like I don't know if like this most recent episode of SpongeBob
would reference something from
anything.
the 70s or 60s.
Yeah. If anything, I think now they reference something from like 2000, like I was going to say NSYNC, which I also want to talk about because they're all over the place right now.
Why? What's going on?
Have you not? Do you not have your finger on the pulse at all?
Do they? They have a reunion going on. They're all together.
It's a rumor that they got the reunion.
I mean, well, because there was that Instagram video of them all together
in recording. Well, they're making a song for the new Trolls movie, so we know that for sure.
Oh, Justin Timberlake brought the rest of the gang.
Yes, because he did the soundtrack for the other two.
In the first one, that's when "Can't Stop the Feeling."
Yeah.
Came
that
out.
song's great.
I'm over that song.
Well,
I'm going
I
to
can't stop the feeling.
You could have it all. You could have.
Can't stop the feeling.
You will listen to that a lot still.
Brush my teeth to it every morning. But so NSYNC got together for that stuff.
Yeah.
And I have a feeling we all think in the world here that they might be getting back together.
For like not even just a reunion.
Just like getting new
Let's
music,
do
new album,
a
new
whole
tour.
other thing. Is that the move?
I mean,
boy bands?
It's good to play on nostalgia. Right now, the nostalgia is very high for the early 2000s.
Nostalgia is working, but I feel like boy bands are really only successful nowadays if they're Korean. Name one currently successful, relevant, white or American boy band.
Well, I guess One Direction would be the last successful. Almost said sexy.
The last sexy
boy band.
Everyone after that just looked like dog shit.
Well, but the boy band era is over for the most part here.
Yeah.
And but the nostalgia era of that era is ripe for the picking right now. Right?
Yeah.
Everyone's into 2000s fashion and
I mean, is it going to work though? ABBA tried to come back with an album that wasn't as good as their past.
But you remember what was really popular in the early 2000s?
What?
18s. A group of two boys, two girls who were singing all ABBA songs, and they were really popular in the pop scene.
What is 18s?
Uh-huh.
What is this? What are you saying to me? What is that?
It was a group
called 18?
18s.
The letter A dash teens?
Yes.
And they covered
I'm
all...
speaking English here. Yeah, I'm not like
you realize there's a different word.
Code though.
I thought that it was the number 18, or you were just saying
teens.
18.
There's 8 teams.
I thought you were saying 8th team or A team with Mr. T. Yes.
Teens was a group, 2 boys, 2 girls.
Okay.
And they sang like all ABBA covers, and they were fairly popular in the early 2000s, like around the time that like Atomic Kitten was doing songs and stuff like that.
Did they come out with their own original music? Or
they did later on, but that wasn't as popular.
But people loved
their ABBA
the revamp
covers.
of ABBA.
Yeah, that was very popular. Their music videos were bumping.
But how do you feel about, NSYNC coming back? They're all in their late 40s, mid 40s, let's say.
Yeah. Yeah, I get it, because they were maybe like, let's say they're 19.
I'm down.
99. You're down?
I'm down.
Hey,
I mean, some of them
Karen
look
wants to go, so you can go with her.
Oh, definitely. Well, you're not down? You're saying if Karen has 2 tickets and she says, "Hey, babe,"
I know that the tickets are going to be fucking pay out the dick for.
Oh yeah,
because it's because they can. And here's the other thing about NSYNC: besides as opposed to Backstreet Boys, who like have been still trying to like tour and have been vaguely together on and off for the last few years and doing stuff. Mm-hmm. Like there hasn't been that big of a people haven't been like clamoring. Right, when JT left NSYNC and everyone was like, "That's it, we're never gonna see NSYNC again." That was it. Now
look at this.
They're back.
What's the highest ticket price you would pay to see NSYNC back in action?
I told Karen $200.
That's reasonable, and you probably could.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I think these tickets are gonna be
more
Taylor
expensive.
Swift level.
Okay, that's what I was gonna say.
Yes,
because people are paying.
They're gonna
money.
They're gonna be one child hair shy of Taylor Swift prices.
Why is Taylor Swift, who is going to be financially set forever, making her prices more expensive than my mortgage?
I don't, because she wants more money. She's a dragon and she wants to sit on top of a giant pile of gold.
I don't know. It's baffling to me because I've seen so many Instagram stories of friends just nosebleeds. They're in nosebleeds. They're seeing her as a speck, and they're watching her on the screen, which it makes sense. You have
to have the screens.
Yeah, or else you're looking at a speck.
What are we doing here?
But if they're probably paying hundreds of dollars, easily hundreds of dollars.
No, thousands
for nosebleeds.
There wasn't a ticket under $800, $900 for Taylor Swift, dude. And then parking and driving out there, and then most people got a hotel once they got there. Mm-hmm. You're looking at $5,000 that night, easy.
Can you
after
imagine?
buying merch and a beer.
You have to buy merch.
Yep, and then you get a beer because I'm not gonna listen to that shit sober.
No.
And, you know what I mean? Like, so
But you're a huge fan of Taylor Swift, aren't you?
I'm not. I mean, I don't know if I would put 3 huges in front of the fan.
Wait. You're like a huge super fan of Taylor Swift, right?
I thoroughly enjoy the Lover album.
You thoroughly enjoyed the recent remake.
I love her
the
face.
reboot of her first album, right?
I not so much actually. No,
Oh.
I didn't like her early stuff. Right, I didn't like when she was all country and stuff.
But you like her. What phase of Taylor?
I liked right after the whole Kanye stuff when she was making angry music. I liked when it was angry Taylor Swift.
You liked it when she was just like, "Hey, Kendrick, you down to hop on this
You want to
track?"
make a song about bad blood?
Kendrick's like, "Yeah."
What I also think is crazy is like she still had to sign the release for Kanye to use her image and likeness in that music video.
That's crazy.
So it's like
She's down for the drama, maybe.
down for the
It
money.
seems like she's always down for the drama.
Because it all makes money.
How many relationships has she been in and none of them worked out?
Well, I mean, that's her own business, bro. Let's not shame her for being a young, healthy girl.
No, I'm fine.
Rumor is now
shit
she's
happens.
dating Travis Kelce off of the Kansas City Chiefs.
I believe it. She could probably date whoever the fuck she wants because it seems like she's done that.
You can just point.
And then I think that she's purposefully getting into these breakups so that she has new content. So she has something to write about again. She's looking
But
for
you know
drama.
what, though? It's not like she doesn't. It's not like she hasn't gone through a breakup. You know what I mean? So it's like you can just write more music about breakup. You know what I mean? Like you don't have to
But
do
you
it
need a fresh
over and
one.
over.
You
Do
need a
you?
fresh
I don't
one.
know. I mean,
I've told you in the past, when I have actually tried writing any music or lyrics, it was
But
way easier when I was heartbroken.
the dark music and the breakup music wouldn't be your style anyways. You would have to be doing like a little bit lighter, poppier, maybe more like soulful, like love, happier songs.
Yeah.
That's more your style anyways.
It could work. No, because if I want to write a ballad that is kind of like a heartbreak ballad, it's not dark or anything.
Yeah,
it's just like I'm a little sad. I need a fresh heartbreak.
I think you would need at that time the record company to just bring you a song, and then you could be like, "Yes, I'll sing this song and kill it." And then it's just like, yeah, and it's like maybe your number one one of your most successful songs.
I prefer that. I don't want the pressure of actually having to write down the lyrics on a piece of paper. I would like someone else to write for me, and I would
like Mark
to just...
Ronson comes in, and he's like, "Man, I've been waiting for a voice like you."
Oh, I'd be down. I'd be down to get funky with Mark Ronson for sure.
Oh, you don't have to get funky with him. He just wants you to record a song.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, it's he's no Weinstein.
Is he married?
I have no clue. No clue.
He's no Weinstein?
I thought that's what you meant. Don't fucking do that. You make a joke.
You just said it so quietly. I missed it at first. That's why.
Yeah, I don't know how all these imagine being the boyfriend. There's a video that I saw of this boyfriend being brought to a Taylor Swift concert, and he's just chilling there trying to enjoy his beer while every single girl around him is screaming and crying.
Yeah.
Crying.
And that's how it's going to be at NSYNC.
People are going to cry. People are for sure going to cry.
But it's going to be like 30, 40-year-olds.
Yeah.
And I'm cool off all
boys
that.
and girls. No, I'm down.
To watch people cry over fucking Lance Bass.
I'm fine with. I would love to be there. What I don't like about potentially going is just how many fucking people are going to be there.
Oh, the parking. It's going to be a pain in the ass.
Parking alone is horror. I would park far away and walk miles rather than.
I don't think you'll have a choice.
Yeah, that's probably the
only
thing
I mean?
I could do. Who would you cry at a concert for? Who do you think would bring you to your tears? Elvis.
You know what I always think would be really cool is like, remember when for that brief moment when that Tupac hologram came out and they were like, we're going to have holograms of like Elvis and, you know, Etta James and shit. And I think there was even a theater on Hollywood Boulevard out for a minute, but like it never came to fruition. I always thought that would be really cool.
What that would protect people from is if, you know, you were a hologram performer, is you would always be protected from those random water bottles that are being thrown onto stage. Have you seen those videos?
Oh, yeah. Oh, the Cardi B one? Yeah.
Just multiple artists. And some people are throwing heavy objects on there.
Someone should throw a brick. That'll end it. That's how you end something like this. You go the extreme.
That's the most brutish assassination attempt.
Kill Logic. I'm sorry. He has to be the martyr. and then it'll never happen again.
How can you sneak in? Can you go into outside lands with the brick and
You tell me. You've
security? I mean, I feel like
if you go there a week early, bury the brick. Remember where you buried it. Now you come in with nothing. They don't even have to worry about checking you. You didn't even bring a bag. They're like, this guy's cool. You maybe even shake the hands of the security guard. Walk over to your spot. You're sitting around. Nobody's looking.
Oh. And this entire time you're thinking, no one even knows.
Yeah, you're Sirhan, ready to kill RFK.
I'm pissed off at this fucking... I'm pretty sure you could walk in with a brick. Let's be real. You walk in with a brick, you be a security guard, I'm walking in.
In San Francisco, you could probably walk in anywhere with a brick. They wouldn't question it.
Yeah.
And if I was a security guard, I'd be like, why does that guy have a brick?
And I will tell you, it's my emotional support brick. And what are you going to say?
And here's the other thing. I wouldn't even be asking you, why do you have that brick? Yeah. You'd walk past me and I'd turn to my person next to me and go, hey, does that guy have a brick?
He has a he has a brick. Huh. And then imagine hours later.
Who's next?
Hours later, headlines. Taylor Swift. Bashed
dead by brick.
Dead by brick thrown from a mile away.
This is what I do. Slowly unzip my security jacket and take it off. Now I'm part of the crowd.
Oh, you would just... I'm pretty sure that's what a lot of the workers at Outside Lands were doing. They're just...
Pretty sure that's exactly what they all did at that Travis Scott performance.
Ooh, man. That's why... The stories that I've heard about Black Friday and just stampedes.
You just mean, Black Friday in general?
Yeah, in general.
I hate that.
Because we've seen some stuff.
Yeah. People die every year.
How? Every year.
For what, 60% off a TV?
Yes. Wait until Cyber Monday.
It's a better deal.
And it gets shipped to you.
Yeah, well, but some people don't want to feed to the Amazon machine.
Oh, but they'd rather just step on someone's neck to get a Vizio.
Welcome to America.
That's beautiful. That's actually, that's what fucking capitalism's doing to us.
Amazon took my job, but I'll go Walmart.
I'll go to Walmart right now.
I'll kill motherfucker.
I'll get that Vizio 65-inch for $39.95, but I'm not going through Amazon waiting 2-day shipping.
The same with that Chinese Samsung.
Yeah. I know an actor named Samsung, and I didn't like him in
Samsung some songs.
Yeah, Samsung some songs for Chinese New Year.
If you could bring back any like group or singer for a hologram show,
I mean, it'd have to be like Frank Sinatra, man.
Yeah, just to bring back the whole Rat Pack.
The entire Rat Pack.
There should be like, doesn't that seem like there's a very viable market for that right there? Like, why isn't there a show in Vegas? Because I guess now with like this whole AI stuff and like what the whole strike is about, right? You'd have to pay the rights to those people. But if you make a Frank Sinatra movie, you're doing the same thing anyways. Yeah. You're asking for the rights and the likeness and the blessing of the family to do this. And why wouldn't they want? Because that'd be $1 million endeavor. Imagine the Rat Pack live in Las Vegas in 2025.
There's potential with that.
People from all ages would be wanting to see that. Like, that would be a sold out show every day.
Is that technology is expensive, so it's already a financial risk.
Yeah.
And you know that the audience that it caters to is going to be split in half. There's going to be an audience that's like, I'm down to see holograms of the entire Rat Pack do an entire performance. Sure. And the other half is like, it's not really them. Why would I pay money to see, even if it looks real, it's not really them.
But don't the impersonator shows make a bunch of money in Vegas?
Yeah.
So it's the same.
They make enough money.
I would rather see a hologram than an impersonator sometimes.
Interesting. What? So they would just take holograms.
Like, how would you take the job away from the impersonator? They're the ones who would protest it.
That's another thing. Yeah.
Holograms took my job.
Oh, it'd be all the impersonators.
Here's what
striking as the people
dressed like Elvis and shit, and they'd be like, "This is the craziest strike I've ever seen." There's a zombie over there. I would like to see, like when they do mashups where it's like Johnny Cash and Tupac, right? I would like to see that hologram of like Johnny Cash like doing his part. I like a Disney animatronic. What I'm looking for is a Disney animatronic of Johnny Cash singing next to a Tupac animatronic.
So you don't even want holograms. You want You want to go Chuck E. Cheese with it.
I want Disney though. I want the good ones.
What's your preference? An impersonator or to have those really high tech animatronics at these things?
I guess my thing is like what always takes me out of it is like they don't look like the person, right? Same thing with biopics. It's like that doesn't look like Biggie Smalls. Like that guy's way too pretty.
Oh, that gets you upset.
You know what I mean?
But Austin Butler when he played Elvis. Looks
no,
nothing
yeah, I was
like
gonna say,
Elvis Presley.
Yeah, not at all.
But
And he didn't even sing. He had someone else sing for him.
he didn't do any of that.
He sang some of the songs, but they also had this guy who is an Elvis impersonator who like has the voice primo perfecto. Just like fucking the guy who did Freddie Mercury, didn't do any of the singing. He's just doing
Rami
a fucking
Malek.
impression with these dumb fake teeth in his mouth. Yeah, he should have got an Oscar for that dumb fucking movie.
It's so good though.
It's not good.
To
it's
what
a
degree?
bad movie.
I heard it's so good.
Did you watch it?
No.
Okay, because he's doing a bad Freddie Mercury impression.
How come it's killing
His fucking
everywhere
teeth,
though?
because people are dumb.
Because Rami Malek's a very talented.
People are stupid.
Okay, how about
People don't want to be the guy who came out and said that the movie about the gay icon is bad. That's what people don't want to be on. But I'm not afraid to say it because I'm not saying that. I love Freddie Mercury. I just think Rami Malek did a horrible job pretending to be him.
Have you seen Oppenheimer yet?
Yeah, I have.
And
We know that at least half of that film is just Christopher Nolan being like, this is what I think happened. All the scenes that are in color are Christopher Nolan thinking of what happened. All the stuff that's in black and white is factually what happened and is on record and what we know.
But what do you think
About the movie?
about the movie and about
I thought
the
it was fucking
performances?
an hour and a half too long. It's just like, just come on, let's get this going.
Oh, also, I did watch it in 70 millimeters.
Sure.
So I think
You
that
just shit in your pants. You have to now. You gotta look left and right when people are talking.
it's not a necessity, but being able to see every single pore and flaw on Robert Downey Jr.'s face
Yikes.
it's just incredible. And
I'll say this: there's some lump on the back of Cillian Murphy's head
He's
that
a
I
lump?
could not stop staring at during that movie.
what lump?
I don't know.
are you
He's got a
talking
little
about?
lump right here that I could not stop looking at. And then I was like, is it on the other side too? Maybe that's just the shape of his skull. But no, I don't know. I think he maybe should see a doctor.
Interesting observation to be making during a movie
Not even
with so
watching
much dialogue.
Look, looking at his
So-
neck.
Also, Josh Peck. Can we talk about Josh Peck in Oppenheimer?
Oh, and also
with a
fucking-
single line.
Josh Peck and the kid from Sky High.
Which one?
He's got glasses. And he's like, oh, he's another one of the fucking nerds with Josh.
Part of that group.
Do I plug it in now?
That's not how he looks.
now.
I love Josh Peck's line. He says, 20 seconds.
But I really, really wanted to like the film, right? On the flip side, like the Flash, right? I was so like apprehensive about where I was kind of now that I've seen it, I don't like it.
You've seen it again? Did you watch it again?
Yeah, very disappointed.
Watched it a second time?
Yeah.
You watched a 2.5-hour movie a second time within the same month that you just seen it for the first time?
I watch a lot of movies a couple of times.
Man, that's nuts. Okay.
Well, because I wanted to really make sure I didn't like it. And I'm almost positive I'm going to fucking hate this new Aquaman movie too.
They're coming out with another one.
Yeah, a movie that's been done for a year and a half.
Amber Heard going to be in it?
She is.
Did you watch the Netflix documentary with Johnny Depp and Amber Heard?
Didn't, but only because I was following it along as it was going.
Yeah.
Because when it was happening, I was still working at Orange Theory, so I would have like 8 hours on the computer. So I would literally just be like watching it update in real time on CNN and shit like that.
Oh, it was everywhere.
It was great.
I mean, the whole point of this, I believe, was just everything, most of the sources that you could grab from both ends, put it side by side, right? Because if you're watching, as you're following it along in real time, a lot of the search engine optimization was just showing you a lot of like pro Johnny Depp type of stuff. But here it's showing you, all right, this is what Johnny said about this instance. Immediately afterwards, this is what Amber says about that instance. And then it's just showing Amber. Wasn't necessarily a biased documentary on the entire thing, because it was showing some things were just like, oh, Johnny did do a few, like there was a text thread where Johnny was saying some morbid shit about Amber Heard. And they bring that up. I wasn't aware about that.
I'm 100% this was the other thing, like when it was going on, I was saying like, I'm 100% positive they had one of the most toxic relationships you could possibly have.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you exactly why. They're both hyperinflated egos of actors. Johnny Depp has a huge cocaine addiction. Like Amber Heard was not at the level of star that she thought she should be at based on what was going on and the role she was booking and shit like that. So all of that just breeds, anger
Toxicity.
and hate and then they're doing a bunch of drugs and they're doing all this shit and they're hanging out with fucking Marilyn Manson and all this weird shit and
I think it's the pooping on the bed that really.
that's why she should be okay.
No, fuck no.
I thought you're like, and that's why I'm on Amber's side.
That's what, and because I think it's okay to poop on your partner's bed. Whenever.
My thing is like my poops are so random. Like I would be like, because you want to have a nice solid log when you do something like that. Right? You don't want to have a shotgun blast of like,
Oh, so you only do it when you know that it's going to be a healthy,
But how do you
fibrous one.
know? Yeah.
When you know it's going to be.
So now I have to prepare for it?
Well, yeah, do you think? I'm pretty sure she prepped for this. I don't know.
I think she was just so mad and such in an angry, furious state where she's like, fuck this guy. I'm going to shit in his bed. There's no way she was like, Thursday, I'm going to shit in his bed.
I bet you. I bet
Do you think it was calculated?
Yes. This narcissistic woman who is
For me, a shitting on the bed move seems like a spur of the moment thing.
I think.
Because the planning makes her like Saw level psychopath.
Exactly. And I think she's somewhere near that level.
You think she's Saw level psychopath?
I think she is not right. I think there's a few screws loose.
Yeah. More so than the average actress in Hollywood?
I would say yes, absolutely yes, because the average actress in Hollywood wouldn't go this far to really try to defame their partner. They would just kind of get a divorce.
And again, maybe it's drugs. Who knows what kind of drugs they were on? Maybe.
Yeah. I mean, I know that he was on way more drugs than she was, which is like why.
Well, I mean, that's what they.
If she's doing this sober, if she's doing this as the more sober partner,
you're not shitting on someone's bed sober. That's another thing. If you are shitting on someone's bed completely sober after planning it for a week and a half, you're I believe she was sober.
In my opinion, I think that she. I don't think she was crazy enough to premeditate this for more than a week, longer than a week.
Sure.
It was definitely like, it's Tuesday today. On Thursday, I'll shut in his bed.
Even that, yeah. I mean, it's all possible, right? This is all speculation.
Yeah, I don't know if it's speculation. There's probably physical evidence of the shit on the bed. Right?
Okay, no, that we know for fact. I'm saying the lead up, the
lead up. Yeah, there's no way.
The process is all speculation because she'll never
admit to it. She'll never. She was already trying to.
Johnny made that up.
Yeah,
Johnny shit in the bed.
She was saying that it was the dog.
The dog.
The shat. And what Johnny said, I can tell the difference between our small dog.
Which isn't that also the dog that they snuck into Australia and got in a bunch of trouble for?
Something like that, yes. So I've heard.
What I'll never forgive her for is ruining the next Pirates of the Caribbean movie. So that's.
Did it ruin it or delay it?
Well, I mean, it's in. First of all, everything's ruined right now. Everything's delayed. But yeah, Disney pulled out their contract with Johnny Depp, and they didn't want to pursue it with him anymore. And then he got fired from that Harry Potter film too. And so
yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Well, he's on his way back. I think so now his reputation has gotten cleaned up, and
I think he's just like, I'm gonna do my rock band, and that's it.
But she's ruined. She's done.
I think she'll be okay in a couple years.
No, she's gonna be doing some like Nick Cage type of stuff. You know,
yeah.
There's gonna be a bunch of
OnlyFans.
I can see that happening.
Just go like, what was the girl from Boy Meets World who does that porn shit? Matilda Ward.
Yeah.
Matilda Ward.
The short-haired one. I remember her. Exactly.
So just turn it around in a couple years.
I don't know. I could see her going in that direction. I mean, with the lead up, I think she'll start off with, I don't know, pictures of her shit on beds. This is what you want.
So you think she's gonna double down on it? She's gonna like have shirts.
I don't know.
Like, I'm Amber Heard, the turd.
Yeah,
and
Amber
it's just
Heard,
like a picture of a bed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's gonna come out with merch, dude. Turd merch.
Honestly, that's the way to. That's how you do it. That's
if she wants to stay afloat.
Underneath it, yeah. But she's not. She's gonna be like, no, I need to do a role where I play an ugly mom who murdered her children, but because the children were demons, and then it's gonna be like, well, all right, here's an Oscar.
Yeah, not an Oscar. She does not. She's not.
We gave one to Sean Penn.
Not that great of an actor. What?
We gave an Oscar to Sean Penn.
Sean Penn's wild, but he's a really, really good actor. If you could go from Spicoli to the bad guy in Gangster Squad, bad example.
More like if you can go from Spicoli to I Am Sam.
Or Spicoli to Harvey Milk, let's say that. I mean, those are wildly different.
Harvey Milk to I Am Sam.
I Am Sam.
I Am Sam is the end. Has to be the end
I Am Sam.
of the spectrum for him.
You're right. You're absolutely right.
On the spectrum of I Am Sam and getting El Chapo arrested, that's Sean Penn's whole thing right there.
That is his spectrum right there.
Oh, he's on the spectrum. Right.
I don't know.
The Sean Penn spectrum.
That's yes. You can't just say the spectrum. You can't fucking. Have you started watching that Ultimatum show at all?
Ultimatum, no. I've seen Love Is Blind.
I know you've seen that. Can I ask you what the? Can I tell you the premise of the Ultimatum and ask if this is something that you'd ever be interested in?
Doing or watching?
What?
Doing or watching?
Doing.
I mean, I know the premise, right? Isn't it? But do they lock him in a hotel or something, or what?
You spend 3 weeks. So basically, let's say you go to this thing with your partner, And you're going it because one of you guys are issuing an ultimatum to the other person. The ultimatum being, hey, it's either we break up or we get married. So I'm going to bring our love to the ultimate test. Bring it to this Netflix show where people are seeking the same thing. And there, you basically become single. You try to find a partner there, and you live with them through a trial marriage for 3 weeks. And you try to figure things out about yourself as a potential spouse in those 3 weeks. You find out what you like, what you don't like, what you could do better, what you're doing right through this other partner for 3 weeks. And then afterwards,
you go back and see if you want to get married.
You go spend 3 weeks
with your person.
See what you guys have learned. See if you've fallen in love with your trial spouse. Ugh. And at the end, you decide if you...
So you get a vacation from your relationship before you get married.
Kind of ish.
Rumspringa for your relationship.
Kind of ish. Yeah.
It also seems like a watered down version of that Spanish show we were watching, where they like have people.
Oh, that one's fucked up.
Fuck other people, and then they like, or if they don't, they deep fake.
We gotta get
faces.
We gotta get back to that. Wait. Okay, let's talk about answer the ultimatum question, and then we'll get to that.
I would rather
Netflix reality show.
The deep fake show, because I'm like, if we're gonna do this, let's do it right.
Okay.
Because the ultimatum seems like a watered down version of that one.
It kind of is, right? Kind of ish. Yeah, because you're right.
Oh man, but I mean, I don't know. Do you get paid at the end no matter what?
I'm pretty sure Netflix pays you a certain.
No matter
amount.
what.
Yes, they pay you a certain amount.
I don't give a shit. Why not?
You're not thinking about your potential partner. You're not thinking about.
First of all, Karen's gonna annoy the fuck out of any guy she talks to on that show, and so it'll just be a matter of me just coming back and being like, yeah, all right, let's do this shit.
Wow, that's the rudest thing you could. What? Do you think you're gonna be a hot shot?
That's why she's not. No, I wouldn't do anything. I wouldn't be. I mean, you know how hard it is for me to get attention from people, anyways. So it's not even like I'm gonna be like all the girls are gonna be on me and it's gonna be awesome. No, it's gonna be all bullshit no matter what way you slice it. Right?
I don't think you want to live with anyone for 3 weeks.
No, I don't think anyone wants to live with me for 3 weeks.
Nah.
So it's like, I'd rather live on my own Can I do the ultimatum, but be alone for 3 weeks?
That's called breaking up.
Then come back and then get married?
They're saying, hey, babe, let's take a break.
Let's take a vacation before we get married.
Yeah, okay. You're definitely, yeah, I guess you're not fit for this reality. No, you're not fit for the reality show.
No, I'm not fit for reality TV, I don't think.
Okay, now let's talk about the one afterwards.
The deep fake show.
I want to see what that one's called.
So, baddies, this show is fucking bonkers. There are 10 couples who are they're all fucking gorgeous. They're all super attractive couples, and they separate them and put them in separate houses, mixed matched with other people, and a bunch of single people as well.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
And they are they have to play these like vaguely sexual games, and like they live with these people in this house, and then they record everything and show what they did to their partner.
Yeah.
And if they cheated or not. But whether they cheated or not, they deep fake what they did so that it looks like they did cheat. And then the person has to figure out if they did or not.
Yeah. Yeah. So basically here's the simplified version of what you just said. 5 couples compete in a cash prize game that uses deep fake technology to blur the line between truth and lies. And the show is called Deep Fake Love. And it's doing horribly critically because I think it's just so toxic.
Because everybody's like, what the fuck?
Dude, imagine seeing your partner deep faked onto another person's.
Yeah, thinking you're seeing your partner blowing another dude.
And they're doing some naughty shit on this show because they're all Spanish, so they got that Spanish.
And even when they're not doing necessarily naughty stuff, the deep fake makes it into a blowjob. So it's like they're handing someone like a candle, and then they deep fake it, and it's like, and you're just like, and then the guy's watching, and he's like, oh, my Dios mío, no.
And that's how breakups happen. I don't think it went so far as a candle blowjob.
I don't think anybody left that show happy.
We did. We only watched the first episode.
Because
it's funny that we're trying to fill out the rest of the season.
Do they like filter out like as the show goes on, so it's like a last man standing sort of thing?
No clue.
Like
no
Survivor.
Clue. But is this any worse than Japanese game shows? Japanese game shows get super weird.
But those are funny.
Can
they fit through the hole? Is my favorite show that's ever been put on television.
Human Tetris, basically, yeah.
Yes, and
oh yeah, that one you're talking
where they go around Tokyo and Kyoto and find small alleyways, and they're just like, yeah, see if you can fit through that hole. And they're like, all right, what about that hole? And then they like have like the girl with the big boobs, and they have like a really skinny old guy. And like,
But imagine how much money you're making because that set design, you're just going to the city.
you're saving so much money.
Saving so much money.
And then my other favorite show, Is It Candy? Is It Sweets?
Yeah.
Which is just a classic.
I don't know.
Classic
It's just
show.
what is it about these Asian countries that come up with some very their boardroom meetings, the producers meeting and like pitching ideas. How does it happen?
Because it's not like they're just, or at least the stereotype isn't that the boardroom in Japan is full of cocaine. You know what I mean? Because you would think that based on their television.
I think they come up with this sober.
Or a lot of sugar. That does seem really sugar infused, right? All the lights and the pink and yellow, and like it seems very like kid sugar high. Where they're like,
you're right.
And then the conveyor belt brings bowling balls down while you jump rope on a pogo stick.
Well, remember the one I showed you? The one I showed you about that guy. You have to get through a karaoke song while a girl jacks you off.
Yeah.
And they show completion, and then they show on the floor. Well,
it's blurred, but they show the floor. And then there's also the guy. There's always the guy in the corner who's like announcing or like also
the
like
talking heads in the corner.
What is happening here? They're like, I don't know what to do.
And there's another one that when I first started watching porn, Japanese game shows had hit my algorithm on accident. I don't know, but it was showing these. I think I showed
game show porn.
It was not porn. I think it's because I was watching Japanese porn.
The jerking off game show might have been porn.
That's porn-ish. But there are these two girls at the top of a slide.
One cup.
No, two girls, two slides. And
One cup in the middle and they meet.
They were peeing on the slide, and whoever's pee reached the bottom of the slide first won.
That oddly seems vaguely German.
Why do Germans
The
come up with shit
Scheisse
like
stuff,
that?
you know what I mean?
Scheisse. Scheisse means shit, right?
Yeah.
Why do Germans come out with like
They have
poo-poo?
weird sex, poop, pee stuff.
How do you know this?
All that kink stuff.
How do you know this?
It's the same way you know that girls pee on slides in Japan.
The
You
weird
just somehow
porn.
find it, you know?
Weird European
Yeah.
porn. Now, is that like kink? Are we kink shaming by criticizing this stuff?
No, we're allowed to be confused by it.
Confused, yes. It's all speculation.
And
It's
we're
all
also
just-
allowed to be like, wow. That's a weird, that's a weird one.
Would you ever get candle wax burnt and poured on your back?
I mean, can I get like medium hot?
How do you gauge that temperature?
I don't know. That's on her.
By the time that
That's on
happens,
the person.
it hardens. It has to be kind of hot, and it immediately cools on your back.
I mean, like I've definitely dunked my fingers in wax, and it.
I've seen you put out.
Yeah,
Fire.
I've played. Yeah, but I mean,
You don't want to mix that with sex.
yeah.
Have you gone?
I don't like mixing food with sex. I don't like mixing pain with sex.
Can we talk about that? The food part. Have you gone over that? Is that like let's say an ice cream blowjob? Is that in the realm of something that you would eventually try? It's like
I just no.
Two
I
birds
just
with
would
one
rather
stone.
have my ice cream than have a blowjob.
You could no what? It's the ice cream for the girl. What do you? No, you could still have your ice cream while you're. You are the most gluttonous person. You're the type of person that while getting an ice cream blowjob, you're eating ice cream and spilling ice cream on the top of the girl's head, and you're still eating it. You missed the spot.
No, it seems messy.
Yeah, it's all messy.
I would rather have just like normal old monk in the mountains missionary, quiet, only the sound of bells and humming.
It's like, have you seen the Shane Gillis stand-up yet?
I mean,
Special?
I've seen some of them. I've seen some of the stuff.
He has this joke about how like once you're in a relationship for so long, your loud, vigorous sex just turns into belly to belly sex. And your laugh is showing that you connect.
No, I don't know what
You
he means.
connect to-
What's belly to belly sex? What's I like to have back to back sex.
Back to
Where
you're
where
just touching butts.
my penis wraps all the way around.
It makes me upset to think about. That's not physically possible.
It is if you have a dick as big as mine.
No, that means it has to be soft. It has to be a little ropey for it to go. You're like.
I don't like the word ropey. I like elastic.
That makes sense. You also seem like the type of kid that would pop out and hide your wiener in between your legs and say, "Look, I'm a girl now."
First of all, everybody's done that.
I've never done that.
Yes, you have.
No. Never done it.
You've never done it?
No.
Just to see what it would look like if you were a girl with a big bush?
No, I've never done that. Do you feel oddly alone now?
No, because I think you should feel alone.
You think there's a huge demographic?
I'm an alien. I'm an alien. Oh yeah, I know for a fact there's a huge demographic of guys who've done it.
How do you what?
Those guys have talked about it. It's like
what rooms are you sending yourself in?
It's like sniffing your nuts.
I know that.
There's some guys who are like, I'd never do that, but you're like, everybody's done it, bro.
I know someone that gauges how hard of a day he's had at work by sniffing.
What if you do that? What if you're checking your oil and it smells like shit? Then have you had a really, really hard day?
My oil? Oh, is that what you call it?
Yeah, checking your oil.
Your oil? Oh my God.
What do you call it?
I get in the shower and I shower and I give myself a car wash. What do you call that
action of?
I don't know.
Checking the oil. Yeah, it makes sense. Again, I don't think I invented that. I'm pretty sure I've heard that.
Oh man.
Checking the oil, or like if you like have a wet fart, you gotta check the oil.
No. And you go out into public and shake people's hands doing this?
No, I use my left hand. And that's the hand I eat with.
No, you don't. And if you're eating, no, use a utensil. Wash your hands. Wash your hands. How long you wash your hands for?
It's just like just hours.
You turn the faucet on and you're like, that's good. Just so people outside hear the sound of a faucet.
The trick is to move the towel too. Some people think you're using the towel to dry your hands.
And so people think you flush. You just say, flush.
I've been a middle school boy, and I know how to fake washing my hands.
That's fucked up, dude.
But also, peeing doesn't require you to wash your hands. You only have to wash your hands when you poop.
You sir, deserve to be thrown in jail. You, sir.
Hey, you know what? Lock up half of America's men too, then, because I am not alone.
Why you're touching your dick?
I don't. But no, I don't. I take it out, put it away. I could pee without touching my dick. I could go a whole day without touching my dick. I choose not to because I like my dick. Give a little pat on the back.
I'm so upset. Wait, are you serious? You're that guy in the fucking... Because sometimes I will go to a urinal. I'll pee and another guy pees faster than me and he leaves. And I just hear the door. You're that guy?
Yeah, so is like half of America.
And here I am letting you into my home and you shake my hand. Sometimes
touch your
you
mouth.
Get touchy-feely with my... Yeah. Do you remember when you were hanging out, Melissa bought an entire bucket of red vines and she got upset because you just, for some reason, opened the red vines and touched every single red vine. You touched every red vine. And she said, I'm not eating that anymore. And you got offended. You said, what? My hands are clean. Also, this was like in mine and Melissa's first year of dating or something like this. And then you did this other thing where you came over to my parents' house years ago. Melissa had a donut in her hand. And she said, hi, do you want some donuts? And you took the donut from her hand and you ate all of it. And you are not saying anything because this is on brand.
I don't recall.
Shut the fuck up.
I don't recall. The red vine thing seems vaguely familiar. I don't know if I touched them all. But the donut thing.
I don't know if I touched them all. I've gotten damn close. I got like if 75%
seems realistic. 100 red vines in a bucket. There's no way I touched them all.
And you do this. You just for no goddamn reason.
I wanted to find the good one. So
they're all the same.
No, they're not. Each one's special.
And
the donut ones, that doesn't... You sure that was me?
Yeah, man. That makes sense of it being you.
I do love donuts. I I do love donuts.
I've seen you put down donuts in one bite.
House donuts, yeah. I don't do this often. But I take 6 Krispy Kreme donuts and I smush them down together. I call it a donut croissant.
You were the guy that I learned about stepping on Rice Krispies from.
Oh, yeah.
Which whenever I talk to another, I'm not going to say another coherent adult. I'm just going to say a coherent adult. They say, why the fuck would you do that?
Get all the air out.
I had Rice Krispies at work, and you know how silly it looks for a 30-year-old man to take a Rice Krispie, put it on the office floor, then stomp on it, and look at the faces of the rest of your coworkers?
I use my hands now. In the few times that I've had a Rice Krispie treat recently, I use my hands to press it together.
What does it do?
Same thing. I'm not throwing it on the floor. Because you're right. That does look silly. Watching a grown man throw food on the floor and stomp on it to death and then eat it.
Yeah.
That would be silly.
Yeah. It is. It looks bad. It looks bad. And me having to tell them, like,
anyways.
I swear, guys.
So as I was saying.
A bunch of people do this.
I just miss my grandma so much. They're just like, what the fuck is going on
This guy's
over
a
there?
fucking psychopath.
No.
Shits on
Smush. Yeah, I'd like that. I'd like to smush my Rice Krispies. I don't pull my string cheese. I just eat it like a normal fucking person.
I hate you. You just take a bite?
It's a cheese stick.
No, it's not. It's a string. It's in the name.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna be like, I'm fucking 30 years old.
No, you don't do this. You take the string cheese, use the bottom, your
like
bottom
like
teeth,
a grenade.
and then you rip it off
Like
that.
peeling the skin off of a rabbit.
Not a rabbit. It's string cheese. But if you're biting it from the top, you're eating the cheese too fast. You're running out of string cheese way too fast if you're doing that multiple times.
Because I like when I eat the cheese. The cheese, slice up some green apple, some pretzels, take a bite of the apple, take a chunk of cheese, take a bite of pretzel.
You do all that?
Fancy mouth.
It's like
if I take the string, it's not enough cheese in my mouth.
Yeah, because it's trying to teach you to take your time.
I just have 2 sticks. Open them both at the same time.
How about Kit Kats?
You have to. It's part of the rules. You have to take a break.
Okay, how do you feel about people biting onto the side like an entire Kit Kat bar, not breaking it off, biting the entire bar?
I mean, you do whatever you want. It's your candy.
You're not bothered by that?
It doesn't make me angry.
You've judged the way that I've eaten some things, and it's upsetting because
like what?
When I want to finish the rest of the ketchup on the plate.
Okay, no, that was. You talking about the fork scraping thing?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a different thing. That's not you. That's not how you were eating. That's how you were just tink 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 tink.
It's racist.
Tink tink
It's
tink
fucking
tink
racist,
tink
dude.
tinking with your fork.
I don't like how you called me and my family.
Call by
all those words.
Your middle names. That's what I was getting at. The
It was
tink 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 tink.
No. I'm not just tapping my goddamn spoon against the plate. I'm scraping. I'm maximizing.
But you realize but yes, I know. I've eaten ice cream before. But you were doing it like tink tink. What I'm saying is it was very. Just fuck you. All right. How about that? How about fuck you? No, I mean it's not like I got mad at you for you're not sucking the banana out of the peel. That would be weird. I would judge you for that.
You seen people do that?
No, I'm just saying.
Okay.
You know what I mean? That would be weird. That would be justified.
I've seen someone eat a banana from the side.
From the side. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was peeled though.
It's peeled, but they bit it from the side.
I mean, it just doesn't seem effective.
No.
You know what I mean? Because
also, you don't like bananas, right?
I don't. I'm not a huge banana guy.
Yeah, it's not the banana smell. Okay.
Not the bananas.
It's the banana smell that pisses you off.
It's the banana look.
When's the last time you were ever in a spelling bee?
3rd grade.
All right, because I want to do a spelling bee with you specifically because the way that you be texting some certain words in our text conversations, it's very concerning. And I'm just looking out for you. So adult spelling quiz. And no, it's not dirty words only. You're actually impeccable at spelling bukkake. So
I don't know if I am.
all right, let's do 10th grade spelling bee words. It's okay. Are you ready? So these are 10th grade spelling bee level words. Your first word, embezzlement.
Next word.
You want to try?
No.
I think you should try.
Next word. Next word.
Okay. Indiscretion.
Next word. Next word, please.
Interruption. What?
Okay. INTERRUPTION.
Correct. Good job. Good job. All right, just about 20 more of these, and then I'm kidding. All right. Embarrassment.
Why do these all have the same prefix? They're all M prefix. EMMBARESSMENT.
I want to say close, but it's really far off, and that's okay. That's a harder word. It's fine. I'm not trying to patronize you. I'm sorry. One last one, and it'll be worth it. Glockenspiel.
I can spell Glock.
You don't have to. It's okay. Good job, bud. Let's do an improv scene.
Give me like 8th grade words.
8th grade. Okay. Oh, you want to make it? Okay. Let's see where we're at. Let's see. 8th grade spelling bee words.
Embezzlement.
Dialogue. Your word is dialogue.
Fuck, I see this word every day at school. DIALOUGE.
So close.
Damn it.
So close. DIALOGUE. You want one more? We'll end on a good note, and I'll give you
Don't say that. We're gonna be here all day then.
Here, we're all familiar with this word, vaccine. Are you serious? You got this.
B.
Shut the vaccine.
VACCINE.
Yes, you scared the fuck out of me. I thought you were just gonna be like VACCIENUEG. All right, you ready to do this?
Yeah, let's do an improv.
Ladies and gentlemen, can't be that bad. Oh, Mr. Middleton, finally, you are on time. We thought you were going to be running late, but welcome to Tokyo Netflix Studios. We're going to be doing a whole series of Japanese game shows in which you are going to be the contestant for our very first popular one. Because with the writer strike going on, we're really double downing on game shows and reality shows. So this game show. Are you okay, Mr.
Well, I just think maybe can we get a translator in here? I don't speak Japanese.
Oh, okay. Here. Yeah, we got a translator in here.
Thank you. I don't know what he was saying right there.
I know, just like they speak so fast and they just assume that by the way, I'm the translator.
Oh, okay.
I'm Jeff. That's the
Jeff.
Yes,
that's a very Western name.
Yes, that's the well, I mean, if you really want to know what his real name is, it's do you want to know what his real name is?
I mean, it sounds like you're.
Yeah, his name is Hitori Yoshi Watashi wa Jones.
Jones,
but we call him Jeff. It's a surname.
Oh, okay. Well, anyways, he seemed like he was giving me instructions or something.
Yeah, so he's talking in my ear right now. Okay. All right. Okay. The name of the Japanese game show is called Bubblegum or Bubble Knot.
Okay.
All right. Basically, you're gonna go up to this assembly line where a bunch of bubblegum is coming out. Bubblegum pieces, they come in different shapes. They come in like sticks, just like Extra Gum does. They come in little big old wads, like Bubblicious. And they also come in like the little trident kind of rectangles. Some of them are just candy balls.
Candy balls.
Now, this game is high stakes because not all of it is bubble gum. Some of it is actually indigestible material.
Ooh.
Yeah, I mean, we're here in Tokyo, things are done a little different. Tokyo Netflix is
what
wild.
kind of indigestible?
Well, a lot of it's just going to be straight up rubber, just rubber. And I know there's rubber parts, and like some are just, recycled plastic.
Oh,
the texture though, is undeniably, you can't tell. But
so how am I supposed to do this game then?
Well, at the end of it, you have to swallow the piece if you do think it's gum.
Wow. All right. Do I got to sign a release or something for this? It seems like it can't be legal.
Yeah, it's right here. Sign right here, right next to that X.
Oh, there's blood on the clipboard.
All right, there's right there. Don't mind that. That's just some of the high fructose syrup that came from some of the gum. And right there. Awesome. Thank you very much. All right. Lights, camera, action, season 1, episode 1 of, is it Bubble Gum or Bubble Not? Wait a
minute. I know this song.
Hi, my name is Jeff, and welcome to Tokyo Netflix's first episode of your next favorite game show. Is it Bubble Gum or Bubble Not? We have right here coming up our first contestant ever, all the way from the Western Seas, California. It is Alejandro Jeffrey Adrian Mendoza Middleton. All right, you know the name of the game. Alejandro, go up to the assembly belt right now.
Do I sit or should I?
Yeah, you can sit.
Okay.
All right, audience, put the timer on the clock. Put the clock on the timer on 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, I've made my decision.
All right, please show the camera what decision you've made.
This is it looks like soap, but I believe this is gum.
All right. Audience, put the timer on the clock. He can't wait for too long. He needs to eat it right now. Chew it. And if you think it's gum, swallow it. And it's clear.
Oh.
Your belly
My
hurts.
belly hurts.
And scene. Thank you for rolling with that weird Japanese game show. There's a lot of like
I was waiting for the girl to come out and jack me off.
Oh, that happened the entire time.
Oh, that's why I couldn't talk.
That's what it was. Let's get on out of here.
Yeah. Oh, there is a place in Santa Cruz that does a 5-pound chili dog eating challenge. It's 3 hot dogs, 4 buns, 5 pounds of chili, cheese, and onions.
You gonna do this?
I was hoping we could do it.
I'll do it
together.
I'll fast. What? We can't be the same contestant. I'll do it.
I don't know if it's a time limit thing. I don't know. I found this girl on Instagram who eats a whole, but she just houses like 72-ounce steaks and 8-pound burgers and just.
And she's a tiny woman that can do it.
She's muscly. She's definitely a workout girl.
So she works out right before and then she puts it down.
It's gross. It's just like the amount of food she eats. Like when she ate that chili, it looked like she was just scooping vomit into her mouth.
Dude, I'm down to do it. I mean, I'm down to try it.
Yeah, let's do it. It's in Santa Cruz. I mean, why not?
Not too far. Let's do it. Let's make a day out of it.
Yeah. Make a date out of it.
Yes, and we'll also do Six Flags Fright Fest.
Six what?
Six Flags Fright Fest.
Oh, flags.
All right, baddies, we are out of here. You guys know where to follow the podcast on all social media platforms. That's ICBTB Podcast. It can't be that bad. You can follow me at Christian Has Asthma.
You can follow me at John Stamos.
There you go. And also, we do have an event that we are hosting. I think this is going to come out maybe the day before. So if you made it this far into the episode, go. It's called Kaleidoscope. It's a mini music festival, and it's featuring a bunch of local Bay Area artist. It's gonna be really dope. We're
It's going
hosting
on
that.
for 8 hours. It's like from 2 to 10, something
From
like that.
2:30 to 10 p.m.
Yeah.
at a secret warehouse location. So the location at this point is probably, I mean, I think we're going to it'll be
We
made
did
public.
for a brief second think maybe Secret Warehouse was the name of the venue.
No, for a moment we thought it was Secrets Boutique.
Oh, which I thought we were doing a whole different type of
That
show.
would be crazy. But
Yeah.
if you are listening to this, hit the link in our bio. I will somehow put it there. Buy tickets. Use ICBTB as our promo code for
33% off.
33% off.
But if you do it twice, it's 66% off. If you do it 4 times, if you do 3 times, it's 99% off. If you do it 4 times, you're now getting paid to come to the show.
And it's just yep. There you go.
So
at that point.
compounding interest, guys.
That's how you make money.
Yeah,
But,
that's what we do for our fans.
yeah, we just love you that much.
Yep. So scan the code
Yep.
4 times.
All right, baddies. We'll talk to you later. Bye.
It can't be that bad, oh, 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 it can't be that bad.